Yeah. It's so. Such an occasion. All right. Can you hear me? Yeah, we can hear you.
Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and
Mercedes-Benz
Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, and of course part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the number 10 seed in the playoff, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit, and here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35. The Seminoles looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Boy, good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
Second down play coming up for this offense. The back's got it. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Noles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seminoles. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll tackle him out across the 20. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crossing the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. There's the handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. And they pick up the first on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and he reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense.
We're not afraid. We're definitely not afraid.
And it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Glenn. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he went backwards.
See him? I see you, Titus. I guess he thought I was playing with him. I'm 96 speed too. Look out. Come here.
Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
They'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The offense going with the hurry up. And now the running back's got it again. Inside the 10. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Texas State.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one will be fair caught. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
And the Noles are moving quickly down the field.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Breaks loose at the 45. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line. Well, the big fella's flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And the Seminoles come up to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle, but first down.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
The Seminoles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Now they're running on the toss. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap and turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction of where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Oh,
I knew he was doing that. That's why I sent that blitz.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback.
How to bring that weak side
Defense
pressure.
Not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
How to bring that weak side pressure. He ran right into it, too.
He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled.
Get it for a crease.
Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Texas State offense back out there. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21. The game makes it 2nd and medium. Tailback with another carry. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here comes a handoff. And tackled after a small pickup there. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert the 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. To throw, it's Lagway. Quick throw to his receiver. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. They get him down
stayed.
after a
It's
short
fine.
return, but the offense will go to work from the
Good
44.
pick right there.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Big.
The Noles will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. And the same runner's got it again.
Ooh, did you see them cheat me? I'm standing on the side.
Years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with you.
Look at this. I ran right in there. Come on.
Defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Offense showing a bunch formation now. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They make the 1st down, brought down to the 31.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Now it's second down here. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Defense is coming after him. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. To the air. It's Glenn. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, that one's...
Guess you didn't watch film. He lead in college football in interceptions.
For his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful.
Mr. Eaton. 6'2.5" up there.
Here comes the Bobcats offense back out. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Here's the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Takes the handoff again. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Moving past the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Not much on that play, brought down short. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. Field goal try, no good. He missed.
I get ball at half.
After that miss, it's
Just
still
don't want to do that stupid.
Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Noles will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Texas State offense back on the field now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Heading left after the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blower with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
The offense really clicking here. Ball handed off. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. That huge play sets up a great opportunity. First and goal just outside the 5. Ball handed off. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State. Sam Bam Cunningham, Bo Jackson. That's a play that legendary running backs have made.
And let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, that's right. You're thinking of old school running backs. It's very rare to see backs go up and over at the goal line. It's refreshing. Nice to see.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And the runner takes off to his right. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. Trying to find room. It's Williams. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Bring him down after a small gain. They played it safe there on 3rd and long.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Lets it go quickly. Oh, the pass is picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Inside the 10. Oh, the football comes out. Touchdown, Texas State. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on 4th down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
And he's not going to get there. Stopped short. Missed opportunity to blow this lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Seminoles will come to the line to run the hurry up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field.
It's Titus back there now.
Dropped incomplete, would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. The pocket breaking down. Cannot escape.
It's like I'm in your playbook right now.
It's a sack.
That takes
Just wait it.
right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The Seminoles will bring their punt team onto the field. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. The Texas State offense back out there. Off the play fake on first down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Incompletion makes it second down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert third and short here from the 50. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Toss play to the outside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Catch made at the 10. They make the tackle, but
he's a freak.
Drive keeps going.
He's a freak. Oh my God! Look at this catch.
They wanted to be able to come up with a stop.
Give me that.
But there's the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Oh, great catch, son.
The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep.
Yeah, I really like the idea on 3rd down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Looking for 6.
Hey,
Pass is broken up. Turnover on downs. What a stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
They'll run it here. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Using his legs on the scramble. Finding some room at the 25. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
it was a hit stick with every person I tried. All right, guys.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And he'll set up to throw. And they heave it deep downfield.
He's leading the country in interceptions. You keep throwing it.
Paid the price. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long. Now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Looking downfield. It's Lagway. He's looking to scramble. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long for their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he fires the football to the right side.
Ooh.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid
He's a
gain.
freaking nature
Pick
guy.
up a first down.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the 4th quarter. Run the ball. Get out of Dodge. Keep everybody healthy.
Got it.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking.
Get set. Get set.
Here's that defense shifting again. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
A couple things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. Awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved and run support and make the tackle. Great play.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, He just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Back to throw again. He's going to take another shot right here. Touchdown, Texas State. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
I just noticed that show linebacker.
The offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And the extra point was up and good.
Well,
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
I have to watch us fight.
And here's the fair catch by the return man.
You gotta limit the speed, guys. Deep first pass.
Offense comes back on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion.
Tackle well.
Quickly, a short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. The Knowles come to the line and run the hurry up.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long...
He's looking deep here. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
And
the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Side pressure.
The defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earhole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Grab behind the line. It's McCoy. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
That's it.
Now they'll empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. That's a design quarterback keeper. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Great job here by the defense on this conversion.
17.
Heads up play to prevent the 2-point try.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the offense recovers the fumble. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. First down. Looking to throw the football. Nice grab. It's Wilson. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball and be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Dropping back. It's Lagway. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
They'll work the clock here with the running game. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Here comes more big guys on the field. The offense going very heavy. Give it to the back again. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 45. Big gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. They'll spot it down near the 31.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Can he take it all the way? That's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
That's the last thing that you can afford to do. Working with the lead in the fourth quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Quarterback looking to scramble. Oh, and he fumbles. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble. And the offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
And the Knowles move into the red zone. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow
got a lane. Can he get in? And the offense spends a timeout. The clock stopped with just 10 seconds left. And the Seminoles line up with a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Glenn. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he gets in for the 2 points, making this a 10-point game. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And a short run there to end the game. Well, that's a great performance in the... Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll test the right side here. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
And the Sooners have 1st and 10 here. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looks right for a quick completion. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A running play called on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Defense bracing for the run against this heavy formation. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Fights through a tackle. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
That's a solid run, good for first down yardage. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Fights off a defender.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
He'll hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Second down after that previous play. Sticking with the running game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. He moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Offense set up. This is play number 10 in this series. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here, it puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. A last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Receiver in motion now. Takes the ball, tries the right side here.
It works on everybody else. Smoke and mirrors.
About gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
What are you aiming?
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Can't get the lead there either.
The Sooners line up on 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Chris, it's the consistency in this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
He's moving out of the pocket.
Down
goes the quarterback. It's a sack. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in. Forces him out of bounds.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down.
Just not a lot of room there on the RPO on 3rd down for the offense. Give the defense a lot of credit. They sat back initially, and then they overcommitted to stop that running game, and it worked out.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. On the run, it's Sawchuk. He stopped, but he gets the 1st down.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. What's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football. When everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football, this offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the 1st half? This back is having a big day.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. He hands it to the back. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle made after a big gain.
It's you.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on 3rd down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
The Sooners are in the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. becoming a long march. The 11th play coming up. There's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That run sets up a critical third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks to the left, pass caught. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
So another third down conversion. Now they're set up at first and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line. Eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Who says he
let me do nothing. They let me die.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
He's missed it. The extra point is no good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he takes this from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds at the 26. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot
Ooh,
here.
bad ball,
DJ.
DJ.
With just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. He's running out of time here. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Yes, ma'am.
And the Sooners will kick this deep, begin the second half. They'll return it from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Now here comes the bunch formation. And the wideout goes in motion. He'll look to throw it here on second down. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Catch made down inside the 25. Tackle made quickly, but
He would not say hello, so I've been through that ball. Almost let you line in.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. It's
Yeah.
incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. And here's the handoff. Aimed for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game with your quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sawchuk. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the mark.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Just nowhere to go on that run play. That's going to bring up third down. Nice job of that defensive front.
Crucial third down play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll try to run for the first down. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, third down, why not hand it to your running back? He's one of the more gifted athletes on your team. You give him a chance, he's going to give you the yards that he needs, and that is a first down.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Pre-snap motion from the offense. They're going to run it here. Powering through. Solid run. Tackle to the 45-yard line.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
That game sets up a third down play. Can he get there on the ground? Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Now, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
The Sooners looking to keep this drive rolling. Looking to pass. It's Arnold.
It's holding.
Makes the catch.
They got a call. He's blocking before they done
Gets a block. Gets the first down.
When they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
On first and 10, looking to throw.
Here they go. See what I'm saying, Rick? You're not calling. You have to target. He's
One
for you.
down, but it's
It's your
across the
game.
line of the game.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch. Gets the first down in the process.
The Sooners with 1st and 10 here. He'll hand it off. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Texas State 7, Oklahoma 6.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And now the handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. And the Sooners hustle to the line to run that hurry up. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Solid tackle, able to get him down. So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's just exactly how you coach it from a defensive standpoint. You string the quarterback out to the outside, make him indecisive. By the time he makes a decision, the rest of the defense is coming in. Nice tackle for a loss.
He's moving out of the pocket.
Let's go. Good play, Collins. That was a great option
after a
that you
short
used.
game. Moves the football inside the 5.
It took some
Well,
guts.
the defense does their job and keeps them out of the
They
end
didn't
zone.
block,
Now it
though.
brings up a 4th down late in this game. As a head coach, you've got to make a decision and go for the field goal to take the lead here.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Field goal try, no good. After the miss, still losing by that single point.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
The Texas State offense back on the field now. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Inside the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Texas State.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. We've been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a 1st down here on this next play.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Good job.
Here's the 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Arnold. He's moving out of the pocket now. Plenty of time to throw.
Oh, yes, sir.
To the right side. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
man, Chris. I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
They can't slow him down. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume. Just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock because you got everything working.